Hi, welcome back to the Amber Show. It's my evening show. I have some pretty good information for you today. The Senate is investigating a San Diego scandal regarding an Asian student. He was at a friend's house, and the friend's home was busted by the DEA. When they came in and took everyone out, they took him out. That's Daniel Chung, 23 years old. And they took him to the police station, and they kept him in jail for 5 days, although he had no drugs on him at all. He was at the home that they were investigating. He just happened to be there when they busted the house. Well, they kept him in his jail cell, and no one came to see about him. He was screaming and hollering and beating on the jail cells for 5 days. You do know, after 5 days, you will die. You cannot live without water. You can have all the food in the world, but if you don't have any water, you will die. 5 days, he had no water. No one would come check on him. He actually began to drink his own urine the 3rd day because he knew that he would die if he didn't. The officer who was there every day in charge of checking on the inmates, he was only suspended for 7 days. Daniel Chung, this happened in 2012. His family and himself sued the San Diego Police Department, and he won $4.4 million this week. They still, the jail, people who are in charge of that jail, still refuse to comment about what happened. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. In memoriam to LeBron James' headband. Rest in peace. He stopped wearing it. ESPN took a moment of airtime to pay its respect today, and he said it was to show his team's solidarity. Rest in peace, LeBron James' headband. Okay, today is the 151st birthday of Nellie Bly. Her real name was Elizabeth Cochran. In 1885, she denounced an article that was written in the papers that said what girls are good for, and it described working women as a monstrosity, and women were made only for domestic chores. She became a trailblazing journalist. She championed for women. She went around the world in 72 days. When they said you can only go around the world, it would take up to 200 days. She went around in 72 days, and she also uncovered and busted all the people in the Blackwell Island institution scandal, where it was an institution for mentally ill women, and they were being mistreated, not clothed, not fed. They were being beaten and just given medication. And she went in undercover and busted that whole situation. JetBlue is about to start direct flights from New York straight to Cuba in July. You can't go for leisure still. That bill has still not been passed, but there are 12 questions that if you can answer them, they'll let you come over there. $17 million in cocaine was accidentally shipped to a German supermarket. They were shipped in banana boxes, and it was 22 pounds of cocaine in each banana box. No one knew where it came from. The police and DEA still don't know where it was supposed to be going. Of course, there's no return address. And
it's mine.
And the employees told. And it was all that cocaine in banana boxes. Can you believe that? News Seer India. A 10-year-old girl. She's 22 weeks pregnant by her stepfather. He raped and impregnated her, and even after being reported to social services, he continued to rape her. And he's on the run. All right, I thought those were some interesting stories that you probably didn't hear on just regular television or news. What I do is I try and just look and search for interesting things that's not repetitive. And you guys have a great night. Don't forget to do a like for me and have a wonderful evening.